Thank you for stopping by this 4-minute presentation on decision making. Every day you are taking hundreds, if not thousands of decisions. Some of them are repeated so frequently you don't even notice you have made them, such as which route to take to arrive at your office. Others take weeks or even months of deliberation. For example, which country to open your company in next, or whether or not to purchase a competitor. I'm Scott Newton, Managing Partner at Thinking Dimensions Management Consulting. We are an advisory firm with offices and representatives in 16 countries in the Americas, Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and Asia Pacific. I joined this company more than 10 years ago because I observed a big challenge all over the world on making decisions. Since then, I've worked with companies to help people become better decision makers. The end goal is always the same: happier customers, satisfied employees, and higher profitability long-term for your company. Now, let's talk briefly about why decisions matter. You probably already agree with this point, or you wouldn't even be watching this video. Did you know that over 50% of decisions companies actually take never even get implemented? Or that out of all the CEOs that get fired or retired each year, 2/3 of them are let go for not taking decisions quickly enough or delivering the results required? And that one of the major reasons people leave their job is due to poor decision making and lack of autonomy? All of these problems result in unhappy customers, stressed out staff, and lower profitability, or even bankruptcy. Often though, I've found that decision-making literature is abstract, boring, and even incorrect. Boring fake news, you may say. So to use an example most of us can unfortunately relate to, consider a dinner party you've had to organize. The last time you wanted to organize a group dinner for you and your friends, typically choosing the date was the first challenge. And even once the day was chosen, a myriad of issues arise regarding allergies, budgets, proximity, and personal preferences. The whole event frequently becomes frustrating. Most of my friends are so relieved when their experiences in organizing such an event are finished. Decision-making in organizations is not that much different than organizing your friendly group dinner, except the amounts of money involved are higher, a few more time zones are usually involved, and there are more politics to consider. As an example, imagine deciding to buy a company. Some people favor a Japanese firm, others an American one. Lastly, someone pipes in and says it really should be Brazilian. And the board says, do you need to buy a company at all? Decision making is important because, like your group dinner, we need to have everyone arrive to the table at the same time. When they do arrive, and if they all agree, the event goes very well, and the execution of the decision is considered a big success. If people do not come to agreement, the entire event becomes frustrating, costly, and wasteful. Now, consider how to get finance, your customers, employees, and all the other stakeholders involved in the process. One of the best ways to do this is to ask them. In asking them, however, how this needs to be done, I recommend you start in a structured way. Be sure everyone agrees what is it that we need to decide. And lastly, just because you're into decision making doesn't mean that everyone has a vote or that everyone's vote is equal. As Charles de Gaulle once said, "I've heard your views. They do not harmonize with mine. The decision is taken unanimously." Now, I'm not advocating that you need to be a dictator in your business, but I am advocating that decision making doesn't become a process for the sake of having process. Rather, we want to get things done quickly, we want to make money, and we want to have fun. Let me know what you think about this brief presentation. I've left an email address here, and feel free as well to join me on LinkedIn. My address is included below. And if you mention that you saw this presentation, I'm happy to join you into my LinkedIn network that has more than 4,000 professionals all over the world focused on decision making just like me. Thanks and have a great day.